This is boring, but important AF. If you're new here, my name is Catherine Lavery. I'm the founder of Best Self and a creator and entrepreneur living in Austin, Texas. I'm going to be sharing more videos about business, creativity, and entrepreneurship, so be sure to be subscribed. Believe me when I say there's nothing as expensive as an inexperienced lawyer or no lawyer at all. And this is one of the ways I totally screwed myself, and I let my personal animosity towards paperwork become a huge problem later. You must have an operating agreement for your business. I can't state this enough. The purpose of this is to govern the internal operations of the business in a way that suits the owners. Essentially like a law and your bylaws for the business. And do not use a template or try to save money by avoiding a lawyer. It's like driving across the US to get to the cheap gas station. It's just not smart. A solid operating agreement should cover ownership and equity percentages, capital contributions, management structure and what your roles and responsibilities will be, voting, how decisions will be made, allocation of profits, loss, and distributions, how the taxes are going to be allocated and distributed, what happens if there's a disagreement on the direction or the future of the business, what do you do then? What happens if an owner wants to get out or they die? What is the process for admitting new members? How new members make initial capital contributions, when they are required and how members decide, trigger events like bankruptcy or divorce. These are all things that should be covered in a great operating agreement. Now, once your company lawyer drafts the operating agreement, you need to have your own personal lawyer review it so that you can ensure your personal interests are covered. See, you have a company lawyer looking out for the company and you need your own lawyer looking out for you. And this is one of the ways, many ways, I screwed myself and it became an enormous and expensive problem later. This is me trying to fix it later. So we talk about marriage. The general statistic is that 50% of marriages end in divorce. Well, 100% of businesses are going to end at one point or the other and should be planned for at the beginning when everything's like great. You're still in the initial dating phases. Everything's great. You can't even imagine your business breaking up. That's when you come up with the buy-sell agreement. It's essentially like a prenup for your business. Your buy-sell agreement should cover how it should be valued. You do this ahead of time because the person that's going to be selling it later is going to want a higher valuation than the person buying it if you end up buying out your business partner. In a buyout, how quickly would you get paid out? Over months, over years? Who can you sell to? Who can you not sell to? If you died, would your spouse have to sell the equity back to you? What happens in a divorce if assets are split? These are crucial things that you need to know, and I've learned the hard way why that's so important. The buy-sell agreement is something that we didn't have, and my partner ended up going through a very contentious divorce, which really affected the buyout and stretched it out over months and months and months. So I've learned these lessons the hard way. Some other lessons I've learned is owners should have a fiduciary responsibility to the company, so any involvement or investments in projects outside the company should be disclosed. There should be no ownership in anything that would create a conflict of interest for the business. You need an employment agreement and an IP agreement signed off to the company. This means each owner signs IP created for the company over to the company. And this means the content, product, marketing assets that you create will be owned by the company and not by you as an individual. You need explicit company expense policy. This seems like something you need in a big corporate environment, but you need it whether you're a small business or a big business, especially with a business partnership, because financial stress is one of the biggest reasons for divorce and marriage, and it's no different in a business partnership. So you need an explicit policy, and it should include rewards points. And that way, one of you isn't flying coach while the other flies first class on the company account. Speaking from experience. Now, if you want more backstory and detail about my partnership and some reasons and stories behind the lessons I just shared, check out the link below this article. I also created a checklist for you, so everything that I mentioned in this video, you can grab for free, no email required. I just want to share and make sure that you take note of all of my lessons so that you don't pay the hard way. All right, thanks for watching. If you like this video, click like, subscribe, because I'm going to be putting out more content along these lines to save you time, make you money, or help you create more in the world.